The time is 1 minute gone past the hour of 9 o'clock on the AM side. And good morning. Thanks for staying with us on Diamond 887 FM Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. This News Sponge, a news and current affairs compilations of topical stories making the rounds. I'm your host, Precious Afolabi D. Here are the headlines trending in the news today. Oil contract. I was only a rubber stamp. The Zeni test. UK courts. On court orders, arrest of the ex-minister that is Sadia Farouk Pamsek over alleged $1.3 million and 746 million naira fraud. Reps approve 248.6 billion naira for Kano Jos Ikeja Disco 2027. You can't scare me, Tinubu dares Atiku, Obi El-Rufai. Wike to Atiku, run again, but 2027 is not available for you. MTN suspends data airtime borrowing service over new FCCPC lending rules. And these on Labour Party National Conventions, House Deputy Spokesperson Besse heads Media Publicity Committee. Moving on, all of us in LP, including Alex Oti, have agreed to support Tinubu Arabambi. Sit-on Labour Party for 2027, Johnny Labour Party disowns Arabambi, denies backing Tinubu's re-election bid. Reps approve 248.6 billion naira for Kano Jos Ikeja Disco. Federal government graduate 744 repentant terrorists on the Safe Corridor program. Police confirms abductions of 14 JAMB UTME candidates in Benue. Osun polls, INEC shift campaign deadlines to August 13. Abiodun approved a day off 10,000 naira transport allowance for Ogo workers. And coming to Kwara housing deficit, Kwara acquires a 132-unit federal housing estate. And moving on to the foreign and South Africa opposition figures, Malema sentenced to 5 years in prison for firing a gun. Burkina Faso junta discloses dozens of civil society groups. Russia launches deadliest oral attack in month, killing 18 in Ukraine. Trump says Israel and Lebanon agrees to temporary ceasefire. And now moving away to the world of sport, NNL Sporting Lagos secures NPFL promotion. Ex-keeper manager dies after car hit by train. That is a tragic one. And of course, these are the major headlines making the rounds today. It was compiled and edited by Nedu Okorie. My name is Precious Afolabi D. For sponsorship or advert placement, kindly contact our sales and marketing lines on this 0912 929 4332 or 0907 722 7120. Up next is Diamond Breakfast Show, where we discuss and have in-depth analysis of some of the topical stories making the rounds. Don't forget you can follow us by logging on to any of our Diamond FM online platforms on www.diamondfm.net or keep update via our social media pages. Please stay with us.
They never sabi anything. Now we get this town and city and we go burn and down as long as say you they give us better money. Nothing consign us. Just give us the change and we go scatter ground.
Young man, wait, stop and think. Why cut your life short, following evil orders from unpatriotic elements? Ask yourself, would they put their own children in these dangerous situations? Is it worth the shame, pain, and disgrace to your family, friends, and loved ones? Think about it and say no to being used to disrupt the peace.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin. Once upon a time in the media space, listeners all over went on a desperate search for a priceless gem. It was a search for a treasure like no other. But the farther they dug, the more difficult the task was, until they found diamond.
Host of the Wednesday edition of the Diamond Breakfast Show.
You're welcome once again to the editors and...
All right, you're welcome in Diamond Moments that comes your way every weekday.
There it was, Diamond 88.7 FM, a rare and valuable radio frequency. With this discovery, the search was over and maximum satisfaction guaranteed. Diamond 88.7 FM, we shine supreme.
The major talking point in Nigeria are always on the lips of the citizens.
What's going on in this country? Look at smaller countries taking lead and you call yourself giant of Africa. Yeah.
Nigeria don't spoil my business too much. Nigeria is too hard for us. I mean, they want to kill us. Father, not kill us for Nigeria. Oh, please, help us beg them.
They should reduce their expenditure so that they can free enough money for social development.
I wish for a Nigeria where we elect a leader based on competency and not popularity.
On the Diamond Breakfast Show, we place the spotlight on the critical issues in the country.
Government that says they are broke can prioritize construction of an additional runway over education of the people.
How can a government, how can you hold in domain? This is intolerable. It's provocative.
Now, you see, when you look at our democratic journey, we are yet to practice genuine democratic system in Nigeria.
Join us on Mondays to Friday on the DBS from 9 to 10 a.m. The Diamond Breakfast Show, amplifying the voice of the people.
From the studios of Diamond 88.7 FM in Ilorin, this is the Diamond Breakfast Show.
We'll get it in all straight right here on our studios, Diamond 88.7 FM right here. Today, 17th of April, 2026. Welcome to DBS Diamond Breakfast Show. This is where we discuss in-depth analysis and elevate quality conversations and stories and significant events of the national and the global importance cutting across politics, health, education, economics, lifestyles that requires engaging narratives aiming for clarity that wouldn't solve the societal challenges with our guests. And of course, you people out there, we're not leaving you behind to partake from the show this morning. I am Precious Afolabi, your main man, and we say good morning. Don't forget, you can just call on to the lines that are available right here, one for WhatsApps and the other one for your direct calls. That is 0913 655 6952. One more time, 0916 655 6952 is the number to call. Your messages on WhatsApp 0913 655 6864. 0913 655 6864. Angles to touch this morning. Action Aid Nigeria condemns revenue leakages, seeks accountability for 34 trillion naira. And we have aspects on which we need to look into that, the assessments of the activities of the EFCC and ICPC in tackling corruptions, look into the financial management and corruption despite President Tinubu's reforms. We've got all that to be in place this morning. We've gotten the trending one, 744 repentant terrorists complete rehabilitation. Is the rehabilitation contributing to the surge in Nigerian security cases? One aspect which we need to ask ourselves, which we'll be delving into on the show today, should the federal government consider more stringent measures to punish terrorists instead of taking them for rehabilitations, accepting them back to the society? A lot of questions, havoc that these terrorists have caused Nigerians, houses, communities, states, and at the end of the day, rehabilitation, is that the final solution? And of course, we've gotten a back and forth right here from the world of politics. Street conventions, Tinubu mocks ADC, condemns disobedience of court order that is coming from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Tinubu reactions to criticisms by the oppositions and evaluating the confidence of victory against the momentum being built by the oppositions, and of course looking into the zoning factor and how it could influence politics. Should it be any factor from the first place? We'll be looking into that. A lot of things is happening in the corridor of politics, and we will be capping the curtain out from the main issues this morning. Of course, you can still be part of the show, and definitely, as we do it right here, we have the opportunity to bring in analysts from all walks of life. Let's delve and have a broader expose into the matters having today on the show. Of course, I have Dr. Adeyanju Adeola, PhD, FCPA. That is the public affairs analyst and social commentators. And of course, I am glad to introduce him to you people, listeners out here. Good morning, sir.
A beautiful morning, my brother. Good morning, listener. Happy New Day.
It's good to have you. I barely recognize you when you got in. You look younger than before.
It's grace of God. Thank you very much.
That means you're hitting while you're doing your exercise as well.
Yeah, of course.
That's good. It's showing. Of course, we just have to tap that from that. As 09136556952. Before we delve into what we have, let's look at 2027 general election. To your take, I know you are even more closer to the people down there. You can hear what they are saying about the preparations of the politicians towards 2027, especially some political parties. Now, how interesting is it for you to see, the dynamics that is going to surface 2027?
Yeah, if you look at the political atmosphere the way we are now, I can see it more or less like a football pitch.
Pitch.
Yeah, right. Where you have different players, and each of the players have their fans. It now depends on the referee and each of the player, their determination, yes, to win the match in an ideal form. That is exactly what we inform the spectators.
Okay.
So I'm appealing, because the way Amana, we are hearing different things from opposition, from the ruling party, it's not too habitable.
Okay.
If you look at the last election, 2015, you discover that, 2023, sorry, you discover that most of the people that float different political parties have come together aspiring for 2027, and if you and looking at each of the political party and the reigning and the opposition party, taking it more or less as if it's going to be a do or die game. No, politics come and go, but Nigeria remain the same. So I will appeal to all of them to maintain decorum and play the game as expected for the prosperity of this country.
Any influence from the fans to the players?
Yes. You see, the fans need to know that most of the political party members have turned the system to a kind of game or business.
Okay.
So the spectator or the fans should just believe that the ideal thing is to have your PVC.
Your PVC, all right.
Votes, monitor your votes, and do as expected. Vote for the candidate of your choice. Don't collect money before voting, so that you not blame yourself at the end of the day. Because after collecting money, if you discover that the player is not playing according to what you wanted, at least your consent has been bought already. So it is better for you to have a free mind, and don't let us take it as a kind of do or die. That is for the spectator as well.
All right, thank you very much for that. And that is Oro Agba to all the politicians and definitely the electorate right here. And of course, that is a very top notch to start with on the show this morning. Let's go for this advert placement, then we proceed.
Ferrobin iron and care, be good for your body, yeah. Oh, yes. Are you not aware? Folic acid, day for there. Now your daily friend, for your blood, it be 10 over 10. Oh, yes. Feel your best, choice you ain't on pass the test. Ferrobin, blood builder for everybody, yeah. Ferrobin, healthy body for everybody, yeah. Ferrobin, product of Fits in Healthcare.
Chai, my head oh. Oga landlord, why you dey shake like ceiling fan? Eh? My village people don't come again oh. This one with your body hot so, you don't do test? Yes, see result oh. Oga landlord, no be your village people oh. Na malaria, you need Luta. Luta na better medicine wey dey knack down malaria. Oya see am, take am. Thank you, Oga Luta. I don't dey kampe.
Luta, brand of Artemeta and Lumefantrine, is another quality product from Hovid, marketed by Pharmatex Nigeria Limited. If symptoms persist after 3 days, see your doctor.
Everybody say thanks, Luta. Malaria's in big trouble.
Hey, now where these people want to make I see this kind of plenty money?
Mama Vero, wetin happen?
Now Veronica, the clinic where I carry her go, then give me plenty hospital bill. We fit tear pockets.
You no get health insurance?
Which one be that one now?
Health insurance na great opportunity oh. You only need to register for the nearby primary health care center or any accredited hospital where they under Kwara Care. Then you go begin to enjoy free or subsidized medical services everywhere for Kwara here.
For real?
Yes now. This health insurance thing even dey very important for pregnant women like you and Vero wey dey under 5 years old, because now both of you need regular access to quality health, and you know regular visits go attract regular payment oh. But once you don't register for health insurance, you go just dey enter comot for free like say na your papa build the hospital.
You don't come again with those your expensive jokes oh.
Don't mind me Jare, but this one no be expensive joke oh. This one go help you get access to quality health anytime you need am. For more information about this health insurance, make you visit Kwara Care office wey dey house 27B Amadu Bello Way, GRA Ilorin, or make you holler them on this toll-free number 0800-100-1001. Na Kwara Care dey knack you this story.
You love food, but hate the discomfort that comes after? The indigestion that ruins your mood. Don't let stomach discomfort control your day. Gascol Antacid delivers fast relief you can feel. It neutralizes excess stomach acid quickly, helping you get back to what matters. It's effective, affordable, and easy to find. No stress, just relief. Choose comfort. Choose confidence. Available in pharmacies near you. Gascol Antacid. Fast relief. Full comfort. Gascol is a product of Fitzin Healthcare PLC.
Yeah, good morning, and bring your advert to these very wonderful radio stations, Diamond 887 FM, and we promise you value for your money. Just give us a try, then you testify. Let's move straight up to the first phase that we have to unravel this morning. Action Aid. Nigeria condemns revenue leakages, seek accountability for 34 trillion naira. And of course, we have the Action Aid. Nigeria has raised concern over what it describes as institutionalized revenue erosion in the country, calling for accountability and the management of more than 34 trillion naira deducted from Nigerians' revenue before distributions to the 3 tiers of government. The organization said recent findings by the World Bank shows that over 40% of the Nigeria federal revenue in recent years was deducted before allocations to the federal, state and the local government, in a situation it said has worsened physical constraint and increased the country's resilience in borrowing. In a statement issued on Thursday by by the country director, that is Andrew Mamedu. Action Aid Nigerian said that trend reflects a deep structural weaknesses in the country's public financial management. Of course, we have a lot of jargon words from the finances, investment on the show this morning. But definitely, we need to look into this very particular aspect where we have a punchline that the condemned revenue leakage is seeking accountability for 34 trillion naira. That meant Nigerian money, the borrowed money, they are mismanaged.
You see, when a statement like this comes to public domain, one will first look at the source of the information.
Okay.
If that source is a credible one, then we need to take it serious. So any information coming from the World Bank is not a flimsy statement. They will have weighed it, look at the consequence and the emergency of it, and they will have given it series of thoughts. And this is finance. This is money we are talking about. And you know, in any organization, in any establishment, be it public or private, finance can never be taken out of
definitely.
it. And for you to spend any public money, there must be a proper
check and balance.
Yes, check and balance. And I think there is a particular term I've forgotten, which is being used, appropriation. There should be a serious appropriation at which money will come from a particular source. The spending and each of the activities that we go at the end of the day by giving a stewardship of such spending.
Okay.
Now 34 trillion coming out from public treasury to a particular area, and the revenue mobilization committee have not sit on it before distributing order to federal, state, and local government.
Yeah.
And looking at the revenue allocation mobilization, they are the constituted authority that will determine how funds will be appropriated to each tiers of government. And this tier, it has been said before now that federal government is taking much of it, and probably there should be a kind of revisit to this allocation formula. Now, certain amount, 34 trillion, according to the World Bank, is being taken out of this amount before even the appropriation of the fund to tiers of government. Then where is the money going? And if this information is contrary, I believe the appropriate authority will have come out to tell us that no, such did not happen. Automatically, the World Bank have an evidence of what they are saying. It means, one, we had 2 and 2 together to make 4 elsewhere that probably we are in political error, and this fund is going into a particular amount that is not authorized. Don't forget, before now we have said it, that even an electoral umpire who is an INEC that is being appropriated about 80-something billion on the election is now having about 135.22 billion again for litigation, where most of this money will not pass through National Assembly, though it will be appropriated at the revenue mobilization, but it will not pass through National Assembly because there are certain funds like the Judiciary Fund, the National Assembly Fund, and even the INEC Fund that will not pass through system, but they pass through revenue allocation. This 34 trillion did not pass through revenue allocation, to which accounts? And I want to say something that gone are the days. Before now, in various administration, in the name of looking for investor, that is where you have where our money is being swinged. And series of investors has been coming to Nigeria. You have series of scandals like the Alibotin, Malabu, Cement. A lot of money has been expended on it. Now, they could not go and look for the foreign investor in order to sweep money. Probably that is why we modernize it into this kind of fund that will not be appropriated, and it will be removed from source without any legal backing before the revenue allocation formula will now put up their own style. Now, the question we ask ourselves is this: where is the function of the legislative on oversight in that matter? At least we have 3 independent tiers of government,
yeah,
which you have organs of government, which you have the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary. The legislative are to make an oversight function in order to monitor most of the fund that is coming and going out of the executive. The executive are there sitting in the armpit of the money, and before spending any of the money, supposed to pass through National Assembly. And if a fund did not go through revenue allocation formula, it is not appropriated for National Assembly to sit on it. Then where is that 34 trillion? This is not a small money, and we have been saying it before now that the issue of corruption is killing Africa, is killing Nigeria. You know, individuals have enriched themselves, and that caused a lot of inequality where some people feel being oppressed, and as a result of that, you see people joining different social vices. Now, if certain fund that is being appropriated upon is going through contract, and people have been saying it before today that the way we manage our fund through contract is not okay. We are now bringing another style of spending where money will be coming from a source that is not allocated from a constituted authority. It is not too good.
Which is mean it's not visible. It is not trackable in the aspect.
That is exactly.
Now they are arguing one fact that they urge the National Assembly to strengthen its oversight role through public hearings and scrutiny of deduction structures, while calling on the subnational government, civil society, the media, and the citizen to intensify monitoring of public finance management. What good would that be? We've gotten a lot of community societies, coming out, not governmental society, coming out and asking for the accountability. They just need transparency on how this money have been spent. But so far, have we seen any positive result in that?
Yes, we have not seen, because even subnational government that are supposed to help in this matter could not help. Before now, people have been saying it that the state governors are collecting a lot of money. The local government autonomy has been established by Supreme Court. How many of the local government in the 774 local government of the Federation can boldly come out that this is the amount that is coming on federal allocation on monthly basis to my local government, and I sign for it? This is the job I've been doing.
I think that is where the problem is coming from. The local government are very closer to the people.
Exactly.
Consider them from the three tiers of government. But at this time, that we are in terms of social amenities, infrastructures to the people, it seems that it's not showing. All this money being borrowed, it's not showing.
It can never, because if you look at the categories of people that are working assiduously for for Nigeria to enjoy the dividend of democracy and what is expected of us, it is non-state actors. Okay. Which is the civil society you've talked about the other time. These are the category. Look at the action here. Look at what they did. If not for them, the World Bank have stated their own. It will be a theory in the pages of newspaper. Those that read it will be able to. But because of the action of the action head on this matter, everybody were able to know. So there won't be any development at the grassroots, not until when everybody take themselves as a watchdog who will be able to question the authority of the people in the seat of power, that no, we are the one that elected you. We are running democracy, and you give us your mandate that this is what you're going to do. How did you spend our money? But in a situation where each of the citizens have seen themselves as a political business person, where you go to the office of the councillor, you go to the constituency office of the chairman, you begin to look for your own personal benefit, that will not be too good, because all we are saying is that each of the governors should not stay as an emperor to siphon the state money, and the Supreme Court have said that. Now it is left to the citizen to hold their chairman accountable. And remember, this local government you are talking about, the grassroots that is very closer to the people, has been established by the Constitution that the chairman were not having immunity. They can be handpicked at a particular time. How many of the citizens do you think come out within their own locality and say this is the fund that is being appropriated, and we have not seen anything?
Doctor, look at it. What right is backing an ordinary Nigerian on the street to go and ask for any and demand for how the money has been spent?
Yeah,
naturally, if you have to look at it, it seems to be that the right is not even given to ordinary Nigerians to question how those monies are being spent.
The right is there. It is Nigeria that refused to use it because we are running a constituted democracy, and in a democratic government, we all know our rights. But you know the way we Nigerians use their right, we use it in an awkward position
on social media.
Exactly, and that is where you now see people arguing blindly. In a situation where somebody is being and pick a case study of Malami, you know this man before becoming Attorney General declare his asset, you know what he have. Now government come up and said yes, come and explain all these things. Nigerians begin to shout that no, it is witch hunt. What is your own business with witch hunt? If those people that are witch hunting Malami today, they will be witch hunt by another person. You that didn't benefit out of it, what is your own problem? Align with them. I think if we should allow this and we never spend our rights in an awkward way, we use it to face what is happening. Look at open governance. Open governance said if any contractor come to your domain, be it federal, state or local, and they begin to probably dig a hole or constructing road, borehole or whatever, you have that right to confirm from them who gave you this job, what is the fund appropriated to it, the magnitude of the fund, what is the qualities of the job, then the community will monitor it. But if anything is operating in every community now, it is not my business. That is why what they will say, and that is even leading to the essence of abhorrent criminal within the community, because everybody believe they are facing their business. So in a nutshell, for us to make everybody in the seat of power to be accountable to what they are doing, it is everybody's job. Everybody must wake up to respond. Thank God we have social media that we align everybody, inform everybody to tell us what is operating, not until when you go to classroom before you know what is operating in Nigeria these days. If you cannot read, you listen to radio. If you cannot write, if you are dumb, there are ways people will give you signal of what is operating.
Of what is happening. Yeah.
So we have the information and we can use the information on democratic setting, but we refuse to use it.
All right, 09136556952. That is the number to call straight to the studios, or you put your message on the WhatsApp 09136556864. Don't forget. All right, let's pick this call right here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
This is Dr. Larry Okiki, Expo 90, calling from Itakure.
Welcome, Dr. Larry.
May God bless you abundantly.
Amen.
On the conversation of this morning, I enjoy our analysis. So this morning very well, because we understand the system of government. So government has their own part. So the followers, we have our own part. But the followers and the government, most of them and the politicians, they have turned this thing into business. So we are the ones supposed to know what we are doing. And we need to change our system. Or we can't be doing something. We need to be sincere. The politicians, they need to be sincere and be loyal to the followers. Or we can't be doing something the same way and be expecting a different result. Alpha, Dr. Larry Okiki, Exponent from Itakure.
Thank you for your conversations. Thank you for your contribution straight up. We still have, ample time to delve into other matters that we have on the table this morning, but we can still open. We're opening the phone line right now for you to contribute your quota for this first phase. Then we move to the subsequent one. Hello, good morning. Good morning, sir.
God bless you.
Yes, sir.
This body for journey.
All right, sir.
I'm appealing to Nigeria. Oh, let us change into a new leaf. For God's sake, let us be transparent. I'm appealing to government within Nigeria. Let us change. Let us change. Enough is enough. God bless you, Nedu.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Of course, it's precious, Afolabi Baba, but still, we really appreciate you talking on the show this morning. And we have the second one, very important for us to look.
Yeah. Before you go into that, you asked about the government institution, ICPC, EFCC.
Yeah, the EFCC.
And even the public bureau that we ask each of the politicians to come and put a steward of their accounts before coming into politics. What have they been doing? And I want to appeal to the ICPC. The ICPC, we believe that they are there working against the hindrances before the public officers, not for private individual. How many of the public officers have they brought into book? And the EFCC should perfect most of their documents before going to court, so that each of the accused person will not toil on them. At the end of the day, they will now drop the charges. If they can stand as an institution that is being established with authority, then they will perform. The public will support them. But if you begin to go to hotel to raid individual and you see public officer, you see fund that is being appropriated unnecessarily, and you cannot track such, that it will not be too good and public will not be able to support them.
All right. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, sir. Your name, where you calling from, please?
This is Chief Abolari calling from Yakuba.
All right, Chief Abolari.
Now, I want to ask our guest, is it possible for ordinary citizens to question the state government? Or is it, even your local government chairman, is it possible for you to go and ask him how he's spending our money? See, all these things, they are, see, all of us, they put this care on us. And it's not even possible unless you will go and spend the rest of your days in somewhere you don't like. So the way they made our democracy is not totally freedom of how our guests sees it. It's not so, honestly. So they silence us. We cannot talk. Don't let me deceive you. So the only what we can do is just to consider our life. And it's only God that we trust that He can set us free from the bondage they kept us in. Thank you.
Dr. Adeyanju, that is one street. That is one voice on the street.
Yes. That is part of the question you were about asking. You see, even most of us that come here to analyze, you see our friends say, you are just saying your own. Some people will say, I cannot even do it because immediately they see me doing it. When I now go back to them that I need something, they will not give me. No, that is not too good. It is, if we have people that believe in their conscience and be upright, if we have more than 80% of us, they will adjust. It is because those people know the kind of society we have and the calibers of people that let me do whatever I will do. I will issue inducement and threats. This is money, that is carrot and cake. If you join me, you have the money.
Nigerians,
if you don't join me, you will be threat and probably you are going to jail. And that is part of what that man from Yakuba said. If all of us can stand our feet that this is what we want, honestly, Nigeria will be okay.
All right. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. It's good to have you.
Your guest has said that a lot. But he has not added some one angle that civil society organizations are not doing as much as they used to be in. But one other organization that has removed itself completely is itself. During military, press are very, very, very effective. But now, journalists rely solely on social media. That's one of the reasons. It's really investigative journalism, where they point out if somebody shows something, how it told you, where it takes it, and so on and so forth. If all these things come back, the politicians will be afraid. That's the area that
Thank you very much. I think we're unable to really get that clearly, but I think the sole responsibilities, like he said, is solely relies on the journalists at this time. It has to be the mouthpiece of the people.
Society, the last person, the person that called from Yakuba before this very man, is an individual that can stand as a civil society and believe that no, if they know you with your principle, you'll be able to train 3 or 4 people. How many people can be like Soredo? He has other side of his own. The likes of Wole Soyinka, Bola Ige, they are politicians and are the same, because everybody is a political animal, but at the same time an activist. How many people can stand like Sewu Sani from Kaduna now? He was one time a Senate member and he never leave his activism. He is doing it with rationale. But now it has come to the media space simply because everybody have a feeble mind about what government is doing, that if I cannot be them, let me join them. Is this how we are going to do it? If you believe yours is okay now, it's the same people that will recycle themselves out of your children.
All right, Dr. Adeyanju, let's quickly move to the next one now. We have the 744 repentant terrorists, the complete rehabilitation. No fewer than 744 former terrorists and victims of violent extremism on Thursday graduated from the federal government, the ratifications and the rehabilitations reintegrations camp under Operation Safe Corridor program. The breakdown of 744 clients shows that 2 are from Abia State. Okay, let's move away from that. In addition, there are foreign nationals comprising 1 from Burkina Faso, 1 from Cameroon, 2 from Chad, and 4 from the Niger Republic. Also, 733 of the graduates are Muslims, while 11 are Christians. Speaking at the event, Gombe, the Chief of Defense Staff General Lufemi Oluyede stated that the initiative is not a reward for violence, but a strategic tool to curb extremism.
Yeah, yes. You see, when you talk of de-radicalization, reintegration, I think it is 3 words. It is a reformation system. A reformation system that will change you from whom you are to whom you're supposed to be. And I want us to know that this is a non-kinetic establishment by our military. That is a system of waging war against insurgency, not by using gun, but the other way around, of rehabilitating them back into the society. When you talk of de-radicalization, de-radicalization means that they have a system that is not consonant with the society, but they want them to drop that system. That is to de-radicalize them. Okay. They are radical, but they are being de-radicalized. Then de-radicalization, rehabilitation, you now reform them to the society, and reintegration, you now bring them back to the society after the reformation. That means that they have gone through series of training. A spiritual training, because Muslim, Christian people will preach to them. Then they will go to a workshop where they will learn one craft or the other, and their psyche will also be. But what society are saying is that most of these people who have killed series of people, some people are there in the ID camp that could not access food, and it is those people that wage war against them. You are now radicalized, reintegrated back to the society. What is the genuity of their reintegration? Are they not going to be a spy for their people over there? Then is it not going to be a kind of oppression for somebody whose father has been killed and the person is in ID camp, he has not eaten, and you now see people that killed them, that is being reformed back to society? I think we should not get this thing wrong. Okay. What the military is doing, we are the one that said it, that kinetic and not kinetic approach is what you can use to fight guerrilla warfare. And the kinetic approach has not yield anything, because most of the weapons that we're supposed to use are not too sophisticated, and we have been seeing a lot of money that is being appropriated in this area. And that is why this non-kinetic approach, where people will be reintegrated back to the society, courtesy of each of the state governors. And if you look at the numbers of people that is being rehabilitated, Northeast is carrying Northwest is carrying the higher formula, because you can see about 500 of them from Borno, and if you go to Yobe, more than 60-something personnel, mean that is the area that is too
597 from Borno.
God bless you. 500. Can you imagine when some states are even having 2? And that is the area that is too volatile. But we need to look at what society are we bringing them back to. Is it the society that people who are there in the society appreciate what is operating, or the society they ran away for? You are now bringing them back to it. Don't you know the kind of rehabilitation you are giving to them? Yoruba people will say Ipadabo. The way they will now behave might be brutal more than what you say. And if you know a lot of money our military have spent to pin down these people, a lot of intelligence gathering what is operating, these are the categories of people that killed people. When we talk of non-kinetic, the way we are expressing non-kinetic is to bring up a kind of sitting arrangement, just like what happened in the Southwest, where the traditional ruler, the religious ruler make a kind of security summit. How many times did you hear it from the core north where their traditional ruler are sitting with the politicians that we want to end this thing? That is non-kinetic. You have to inform the people first. But instead of that, you are spending a lot of money to track the insurgents and bring them, integrate them back to the society. Don't you know that they will create more havoc? That is not the kind of non-kinetic we are talking about. So I think the military, I appreciate what they are doing because they are paying supreme price on all these jobs. You know, if they tell you that one general have died, you know that thousands of soldiers have gone, and you know numbers of JTF that have gone, the inhabitants. And we learn it from reliable source that most of these volatile area, you see this insurgency working in the afternoon as part of the community, but in the night they go to the bush. Why can't you make a non-kinetic arrangement with the categories of people in that community?
Dr. Adeoju, let me add to it. Look at it. We have it in additions. There are foreign nationals comprising from Burkina Faso, from Cameroon, from Chad. What danger would this really bring?
Now you know of that. What informed you that majority of 500 people we are talking from Borno that have been rehabilitated?
597,
What is the identity that the whole of them are Nigeria? If a Burkinabe is coming to Nigeria to create havoc and you have people like, from Chad, blessed memory past administration President Muhammadu Buhari, you know, immediately he got there as a military man. What he did is that a neighboring country, there was a kind of exchange of intelligence with the neighboring country so that you secure your border, I secure my border. If on a sincerity purpose you have done that, I think the next thing is the interland from Kogi to Kwara State, from Kwara to Oyo State, what is happening? From Oyo State to Ogun State, what is happening?
The interstate borders.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If this one is being taken on an holistic way, and in the interstate border, that is where the kinetic approach will come in. Because if every landlord know the kind of person that is living within his house, a foreigner will not come from Burkina Faso to, but that one is not happening. If you have money now, you can take somebody from Chad and he will go to one village, reside there, in as much you pay them money, they don't want to know what is operating, and that is why the non-kinetic need to re-inform people more than the way they are doing. This one they are doing, rehabilitation, reintegration, it is more or less sitting on a gunpowder to me.
All right, thank you very much. Of course, we have one this from this WhatsApp right here. I totally disagree with the federal government for pardon 744 terrorists, and he said, "He who kills by sword should be killed by knife." May God bless Nigeria. This is Honorable Abaya Yusuf. Thank you for your contribution in that very particular aspect. Okay, my name is Kaoniyo Mutala from Are. I greet people in the studio. In fact, I pity. Okay. I pity family of those children that was adopted by terrorists. May Almighty Allah help us in our security sector for Nigeria. Say God bless Nigeria. 0913-655-6952. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good
My
morning.
name is Emmanuel from Ilorin.
Okay, Emmanuel from Ilorin. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, so just like your guest said, I totally disagree with this pardon, in all honesty. You know, number one, these people, what was the source of the initiative that brought about the rehabilitation in the first place? They surrendered or they were arrested. Then what was the cause they are fighting for that led them into this insurgency? That even that we can say, okay, they have points. You understand? These people have no reason from day one to even involve in insurgency. They had no cause they are fighting for. They had nothing they are trying to get. Or they had no demand from the federal government or from Nigeria as a country. It was a just act of pure wickedness from nowhere. So they don't even deserve any pardon, in all honesty. People who even commit very little and avoid negligible offenses, they are rotting in jail. So it's totally a kind of misplacement of priority to me. These are our acts of our federal government, in all honesty.
All right, thank you very much. This has been the major view of the public. Maybe the military are very strategic in these operations that they really applied. And this moment is not just a ceremony. All right, I think we have a caller there. Let's see if we are lucky to get this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
I'm Afolabi calling from Illinois.
Okay, good to have you, sir.
See, I don't know why we are like this in this country. There is this saying that a leopard will never change its spots. The scripture books say it should be an eye for an eye. If you kill, you should be killed too. Now, people have been saying in the past that government has hand in these insurgency activities. But from all indication now, it does appear that they have hand in it. You remember sometimes the chief of defense staff said they should give amnesty to insurgents. These are people who have rendered some people homeless, they have rendered some people fatherless and motherless, and the people are in there to come, wallowing in abject poverty, wallowing in sickness. And people who have fought their predicament are not being pampered and treated like kings, and they are now received and reintegrated back into society. And let me tell you this thing, it might even be a ploy to continue with these other activities. Because when these people get into the society, one, the society they are coming to will not welcome them. And there's every possibility for them to go back into their heart, because that is just it. A leopard will never change its spot. We are saying that we should end the life of these people. Now you are pampering them, bringing them back into society. Who does that? It is not good. How do you want people whose families are now in abject poverty suffering to feel about this? And now, those of them who are even in the jail, in prison, they are not tried. And you see somebody will commit just a little offense, and before you know it, he languishes in the prison. And we are now treating bandits, we are treating wicked people as if they are kings or queens. It is not the best thing for us to do. Let us face the reality. It should be an eye for a hard night. Anybody that is caught in the heart, they should be killed. Now you are bringing them back into the society. You see what will happen. This insurgent activity will still continue. That is my own take on this issue.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, it's good to have you, Haji Taye Olowo. It seems like, different strokes to different folks, as we have the Special Operations Forces at Defense Headquarters, Rear Admiral Kabiru Tanimu. He said that the program was designed to address the human dimensions of insurgency and promote lasting peace. This moment is not just for ceremony, it is a statement of progress, a demonstration of national resolve, and a testimony to the power of strategic thinking in addressing human dimensions of conflict, he said.
But what precedence are we given in that kind of situation where somebody else who is there in the society, like we say in the ocean of poverty, will not believe that, let me go and do what they are doing, after all I will be given amnesty and reintegrated back to the society.
Rehabilitation.
So precedent is what we are just after, not that we are condemning them 100%, but I want you to look at the society as we are. There are two category expectation of human being. We have one categories of people that are looking for good road, good pipe and water. They will be able to access education. The medical facility will be there. That is one set of people. These insurgency were not looking for that. They were not even looking for a situation where you have inflation, let it come down. What they are looking for is, let me get job doing that will be giving me daily bread. And that is why you can see somebody collecting 150,000 to go and kill. So if these two category thing has been put into place, yes, life expectancy has been given. I will work out, I will be able to get job and get something for myself. Honestly, if you address that issue, people will not say they will go back, or they won't get, they will see a job that will be threat to human life, and they accept it because of 5,000.
All right, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Precious.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, I have to correct my mistake.
All right. Oh, no problem, Baba. No problem. We really appreciate you. You've been a back and forth listeners. We really appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right. 09136556952. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
All right, sir.
This is Dr. Afar, Dr. Lando, the correspondent from Itakure.
All right, sir.
So, Afolabi said, anybody who kills should be killed. So this pardon is just like as if they are encouraging the act of criminality. Anybody who kills should be killed back again. And that is the word of God. So it is something that is behind this movement that this step that they are taking. So it's not a welcome development. They will try to address it. Afa, Dr. Lando, to Kesson and Itakure.
All right, thank you for your contribution. 0913-655-6952. We have a limited time, but I don't know how I can really apply what we have on the table. But okay, let's go for this. I don't want to deny this call. All right, now 0913-655-6952. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, thank you. This is Mr. Shegun from Songo.
All right, good to have you.
You see, where is the sincerity of purpose in Nigeria? That is one. Number two, people are killing us, are telling us we don't deserve to be on our land, and we are trying to take them back into the system. No. Please, let us ask ourselves. A thief that steals a Maggie in the market, stoned to death, taken to Okekura, taken to the correctional facilities. Not his case not to be attended to. But you have people that are killing us in mass. We are burying our relatives in mass, and they are being rehabilitated and put back into the country. We are not ready. I know, allegedly, they are scared because they know about these things. They know their whereabouts. What are we saying? Is it until all of us die? Don't let us pamper and advertise or probably decorate these things. This is people's life. The primary assignment of every government is to protect lives and property. We've been saying this on radio for how many years now? Where is the change? Come on, please. Let us have human feeling. This is too much. Not until it gets to our family members before we learn how to talk for ourselves.
Right.
Nigerians, don't collect rights. So don't collect rights. Vote for who you want to vote for. This debt is enough. We don't have the money to travel out. We stay in our country. We will die in our country. Why? Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much for your contributions there. And of course, Nigerians have the right to their opinion, not in any way the reflections coming from Diamond 887 FM, because when it comes to the particular matter, security matters, I think it opens a lot of angles. People pour out their minds, very sensitive on that very particular issue. But I'll be calling in a wrap on the show today. I really want to appreciate a whole lot of people that have taken their time, listen, and to call in, bring in their own opinion on the show this morning. I want to say a very big thank you to my wonderful guest, Dr. Adeyanju Adeola, for contributing his own quota, peering the expose and for Nigerians to really see what is happening, their opinion. And I really want to appreciate you people also for calling in. I won't be able to pick any calls right now because the time is not on our side. We'll be saying our bye-byes today. And don't forget that we have this program also showing forth from Mondays to Fridays. My other colleagues will pick it up from other days, then I step in on Fridays. I am Precious Afolabi D, your main man, and I'm saying good morning.